Have you seen this trending on the internet lately? A new buzz phrase called revenge travel. Industry experts hope it will bring travel back with a bang after the pandemic. Joining us live to talk more about the new trend is travel guru Destinations founder of Salma Mendez. Good morning to you. I'm glad you're here with us. What is revenge travel anyway?
Hi, Melissa. Good morning. So revenge, it's a funny word. It makes me laugh, but it's basically taking revenge on the pandemic and getting back out there and seeing the world after being locked up and safe in your home. Um, it's that time, it's that switch where we're just ready to get out there.
Okay, so if there has to be any type of revenge on the pandemic, I'm glad it's that kind. People are ready to have fun. They have not packed their bags in a long time. So what kind of travel destinations are you seeing? Is there a really popular trend? Is it kind of all over the place?
Sure. So I think the biggest switch happened once the CDC announced that we could travel domestically without having to quarantine, without having to get tested. So right now, the spike really is throughout the U.S. We're seeing Miami, we're seeing New York, we're seeing Vegas as the hotspots. But also, there's quite a few countries like Mexico, quite a few in the Caribbean that do not require a test for entry. So I'm seeing quite the spike in all-inclusive resorts, those beachfront destinations where people can soak up the beach and have their tropical drinks and kind of forget about the past year.
Yeah, and I know that everything that I've booked, everything is just based on the outdoors, hiking and things like that, and I bet a lot of people feel the same way. Now let's talk about what travel might look like after COVID-19, because I picture, are people going to need vaccinations? Are they going to need those tests? Like you said, it's really gotten a lot easier to travel domestically, at least as far as all that's concerned.
Good. So it's all about the local authorities. So we still have so many countries that have not necessarily announced in detail their reopening plans. But I'm seeing the buzz about this global passport or this pandemic passport, where if you're vaccinated, then you're allowed entry into certain countries. So I do think I get inquiries all the time about Europe now. Everyone wants to back to Europe. They want to go to Greece. They want to go to Spain, France, you name it. So I see the trend going that way. We're just kind of waiting patiently and impatiently until those regulations are announced and people can do it in a safe manner.
What would your best advice be for someone who's planning a trip right now and they're trying to figure out just how safe it is where they're going, whether it be the hotel or how the COVID rates are in the city or where they're going?
Yeah, so a lot of hotels make their public announcements on the public safety measures that they're taking. So that's something to definitely keep an eye on. I've heard nightmare stories about hotels that are not taking the pandemic seriously, and you don't want to be put in that situation. Also, just looking at the local rates, seeing the capacity at the hospitals, kind of getting a sense for what the scene is like on site so that you don't get stuck somewhere else. I think that's the biggest concern of many people, going out there, getting there, and then not being able to come back. So doing a little bit of research, going to the CDC website and the government website will give you most of the information you need to go with a peace of mind.
All right, Salma from Travel Guru Destinations, thank you for all the ideas and the tips this morning. I know you helped our viewers a lot.
Thank you so much, Melissa.